The space gate to Dark World is charged up and now open. You easy bringing you guys another market watch. And again, guys, the reason why we do these videos is because I have a huge passion for trading card games. I love talking about trading card games, and I want to continue to build a community that has the same love and passion for admiring all those gorgeous lore windows as I do. And with that, let's get into it. Yesterday we left off, we talked about Gizmex and just how dirt cheap that they are on the market. There was quite a few cards that I wanted to go over today. I'm not for personal purposes really. I don't want to say it like really has any like meta application or anything like that. A couple of interesting things though I was listening to um like a couple of days I talked about how Konami, how I felt like that they fixed the format, right? So let's go ahead and bring up Age of Overlord so you guys can just look at that for the day while I'm ranting. Right, I was a platinum Konami for wow, unbelievable. SP Little Knight full listing as low as 595, market price 385. Booster boxes are $70. The base price for a QCSR is 280, $300. This is double the base price. It's double it. SP Little Knight Secret Rare 11 listings as low as 94.21, market price 90.28. Okay, so yes, the demand is real. The demand is truly real, but considering there's 46 listings as low as 70.91 for booster boxes in the market, there's a lot more SP Little Knights to be pulled. Yet for that chase for the SP Little Knight, quantities for a lot of these other cards are going to flood the market, particularly cards that people are not looking at, and you're going to get 50, 60 plus listings of QCSRs. Um, Let me go to page 2. Let me see if we see anything. 49, 59 for this TG limiter. I mean, essentially 60 listings for this TG limiter card. 50, I mean, all three TG cards are down here at the bottom. 36 for this one, even though it's the cheapest. 36 listings as low as 1792, market price 1805 for Tainted of the Ticina. And I got freaking hiccups, guys, and it's annoying the crap out of me. Okay, so Visa Samsora is bought out listings as low as $9, market price 932. RIP to my thought process when it comes to Samsura. Like you guys, you've been watching the market watches. You know, I was looking at this card well as soon as I saw the lure window, well before the set dropped, hoping that this would be a sub $4 secret rare, and because of the one top that Triff got fourth place and his emphasis on how you need to play three of, it went from a $5 card now to with 70 listings on the market to 12 listings as low as $9. But again, because of the chase for the SP, a lot of this set is going to be ripped open. Not everybody's going to play Mana Diem. That deck has a really high skill cap. The Infernal Flame Banshee apparently was like 70 cents now, 28 cents as low as 219. Excuse me. Hopefully that gets the hiccups gone. But Infernal Flame Banshee 20 listings as low as 219, market price 245. No, it did not get rid of the hiccups. That spiked up. You still got TG Rocket Salamander and TG Limiter Removal. Down here dirt cheap. Hella great pickups right now. Is there another secret or are those the cheapest secrets? The base price for an ultra rare in this set. Hold on, let me see. Is there one more secret? All of the other TG cards, they're ultras, but they're down. Tainted, Happy, the super rare is 31 cents. This super rare has the potential to easily be a $2 super rare. Exceed the Pendulum, a really good super. Supreme King Gate Magician, I absolutely adore the lore window on that one. Jin the Diamond Tiger and Ken the other guy, I didn't see those running around, interestingly enough, in their commons. But I didn't really see them used during the tournament. But okay, so booster packs they're $2.50. We'll give them $2.50. So let's do the math real quick. 250 times 6. 6 is the number of packs you will need to open up to be able to see a random ultra rare. 6 times $2.50 is $15. So the base price for an ultra is $15. You can still get two playsets of Infernal Flame Banshee for the base price of what it would cost to pull one regular Ultra. So even with it spot up to $2, it's still a good price. So it's King Sarcophagus, especially for its usability. You're almost getting a playset for the price of what it would cost to pull one. That's hella value right there. The base price for a secret, 12 times $2.50, 24, and then you cut that in half. Not $12, $6, so 30 bucks. It's still around a $30 price point. So secret rares like Argus, Duomateth, Blessings of Horus, $4 price point when secret rares are $30 base price. Super Star Slayer Typhoon Sky Crisis, that's actually plus on the ultra rare department. Perspective as well. You're still getting a playset of VC Sam Surf for the price of what it would cost to pull one. So even with the buyout, even with the spike, VC Sam Surf is still great value from looking at a pack perspective. What that I would have liked to pick it up for, that I would have felt comfortable with buying it at. And again, guys, this is not a financial advising channel, none of this is financial advice. I'm just telling you guys how I look at these TCG markets. Yeah, and it's just unfortunate for me that Visa Samsura spiked up like that. The SP, like I said, I had called for that to be double the price of the base price to what a secret rare should be. So I had called this to be around 60, 65 and hold, to fall down from 80 down to the 60, 65, but it's actually appreciated from 80 up to 90, 94. And then the SP Little Knight QCSR, like I said, it went to double the base price of what a QCSR is in a set, which is $300, which everything else is about half that and less. And just amazing stand power on the part of SP Little Knight. However, this type of appreciation is the type of appreciation. I know we got like an OTS tournament pack coming around the corner, but it's the type of appreciation that's going to make SP Little Knight be ultimate rare and OTS tournament pack 24. Easy. I'm calling it right now. SP Little Knight, ultimate rare, OTS tournament pack 24. Yeah. It's already like taking over the meta and being splashed into almost like every deck. Why wouldn't Konami put this in the OTS pack? It'll help cheapen the value of the secret rare. It's a no-brainer. The fact though that you got two different secret rares that you could pull that can get you the your money back for a box, on top of if you get lucky you pull QCSR, you might have something on top of that, and then you have what, two, three other secret rares. Diabelle Store, she's around 30. I thought there was another one. Wasn't there another one? M City. Where's M City? It's regular secret. Is it at the end of the? Is it the bottom of page one? Is it more than Diabelle Store now? It is. M City Glory of Horus, 26 as low as 34.14, market price 36.82. So this is even more than Diabelle Store. So you got four secret rares out of 10 that are 30 plus dollars, and then you have a couple that are around 10. So over half of them that are 10 plus, and then you have an ultra that's 20 plus with numerous QCSRs you can pull with a $70 box. So it's not Edge of Overlord booster boxes. They're not bad value right now, I must say. Not like how Duelist Nexus was. Like there isn't just a free fall of prices. Um, Granted, Duelist Nexus didn't have that much of an impact on the meta, but a couple of things that I wanted to touch on was what I wanted to say when I said like Konami fixed the meta. They goated the meta. They created a goat meta. I meant to talk about how I'm always watching one of V's market watches, Wagio Paisano, one of his market watches, and he calls it, the term I was looking for was mid range. Konami turned into a mid range format, and I was the market watch I was watching for V today. It was 2 weeks old, So it was 2 weeks before this set came out, and he was calling it then that the form going to change to a mid-range format. Now, of course, it's easier to see because we have spoiler alert. We have the OCG getting cards and sets 3 months before we get them. So they give us like a template for how the meta goes, which I think is extremely annoying. Like that's one way to definitely get ahead of the market and make a lot of money. Like if you're keeping up with everything that's happening in the OCG, the data that happens, tournament results, all these things, and you know we're going to get cards coming down the pike and they're going to be powerful and they're going to take over the meta, and you're seeing cards that we already have that work with these cards currently that nobody else is looking at, and the price is down, and you go in and you buy a whole bunch of them, and then the set comes here and people start going for that card. You got a whole bunch of them already and it spikes up in value. You made a lot of money. So you five-headed it. You were well ahead of everybody else, and you were rewarded for that. However, I'm not a fan of spoilers, and that's how I look at. It's silly for me to say that in terms of a making money perspective, but in terms of like a fandom perspective, I hate spoilers. So I hate like looking at the OCG and seeing what they have already, and then knowing what we're going to get down the line, and it being spoiled for me. Um, which is like something that a personal problem that I have because, like I said, if I could just correct that and just start going in and keep what they're doing and then grabbing cards ahead of time and then flipping, I mean, rolling them over, that's easy, easy money, as Pancho would say. But like I said, because of my hate for spoilers, it prevents that type of outlook. But again, just going back to what V was saying, talking about a mid-range format, like I said, you get that back and forth that everybody had been complaining about that we weren't getting on stream, that we weren't getting locals, that we would get combo wombo, turn one in, scoop, go to round two. You know what I'm saying? Go to match two, but it's not like that right now. It's back and forth, which, like I said, is what I felt like the community was calling for. We have it, and now I was watching a video before I started this market watch where Pac was talking about. He made a tweet where he said um, that this is a really bad format. He hates this format. This is one of the worst formats. And he elaborated in it in the video that I was watching. He was talking about how like there's no way there's 30 different decks you can't really prepare for anything, and he doesn't like it like that. And he was talking like at the time, like right now, people don't know what the best deck is, and they're pretty much just copying what the OCG did, which is why we're seeing Rescue Ace run around dominant. And he's saying there's no innovation because people are copying the OCG because people are not taking the time to play test and figure out the innovation. And he's saying he doesn't like that, which I can understand that. And that's interesting because this is coming from a top competitor, a YCS champion, who's competing at the highest level. I've never even been to a YCS. You know what I'm saying? So my perspective is different from his. It's almost from the outside looking in because I've never participated at a YCS. One of these days, we're going to be able to get things rolling. We're going to be able to roll up to one, and hopefully, we walk away with a top. But like I said, from his perspective, which I want to say is more entrenched um, in the metagame, and he's not a fan of the format. No, in his video, he was reacting to Joshua Smith, reacting to his tweet. I didn't finish watching it. When I finish watching it, I probably have more to say about it. But I still stand by what I say in terms of I think this format is goaded, just in terms of because of the number of decks that we can play. Yes, it's like impossible to prepare for, but because of the number of decks that we can play, and because of the because of the back and forth that we have. When before this, a lot of the times there wasn't anything like that. Now, granted, right before this, like the Unchained, the era of like Unchained, um, like after Worlds and before Age of Overlord, that little section, I still feel like we had some back and forth in there as well. So I feel like that format was pretty nice as well. But like I said, I just feel like the influx of these cards are really cool. Or I would say the format between no, the format between September 25th ban list and Age of Overlord, that format that was back and forth. That format I think was pretty cool as well, even though it was like it was not even like a month. It was probably like I'd give it a month. It was a month-long format. But that's so interesting, like how our format has that ebb and flow and it can go into that, you know, there can be a format that only lasts for a month before we get a new set and it brings in an influx of different cards and it just changes things completely. But I want to say I feel like this format is goaded is because I my play style is mid range. Like I didn't know what my play style was until I played MTG Arena. Until I played Magic the Gathering Arena, I didn't understand that. And we're gonna go ahead and bring us some Magic cards since we talking Magic. Go like I said, she's she's a little too nasty to call a waifu, but she's a beast to say the least. Even though she's an angel, look at that, she's an angel. But no, understand my playstyle until I played Magic. Cause Magic, it kind of like forces you into a playstyle, like a lot easier than some like Yu-Gi-Oh. Because in Magic, like the colors that they have, red, blue, green, white, black, they already have like an innate playstyle to them. Because of the cards that are in their particular pool. You can play like a an aggressive strategy and you can try to play a control red strategy, but like you can try to play the strategies, the colors differently. But for the most part, their card pool pushes the colors to certain play style, right? I thought I would be a red player. Just from the outside looking in. I was watching some top Magic the Gathering tournaments. I was watching some of the top players compete, and I really liked the way that red was played. So I thought I would be a red color player. But then when I started actually playing the game and I went through the tutorial of the colors, how things are played, it ends up I preferred green colored decks. I preferred land manipulation, which is what green did. It helps you get more lands on the board. So one of the main rules of Magic is that you're only allowed to play one land per turn. But the green color, it specializes in um, land manipulation. Like it specializes in getting more lands down than the other colors do. So you can like ramp up um, your mana pool fast with green. And I really like that about it. And green has like really powerful monsters. It swings heavy. So after learning that, I understood that. And then like when I started mixing green with other colors, because I saw how weak mono green was, when I started mixing it with white, mixing it with blue, I started to see that I preferred a mid-range playstyle. I didn't want to do red aggro where I win a match in 4 turns, where I only need like 3 mana on the board, 4 mana on the board, and I can win the match because every card in my deck is either 3 or 4 mana. It costs 3 or 4 mana unless there's no 5 mana cost cards or higher. Like that's how a red aggro deck would be built because you're not trying to you don't want the battle to go that long. But I realized like that's not my playstyle. I don't care to throw a mana down, put a one creature on the board that has haste, attack for one. Then on turn two, give you another creature, hit you with a burn spell, and then attack for two when you still don't have anything on board and you're already down 15 and I'm at 20. And then on turn three, I'm trying to swing for 10 damage, like plus burn. Like that's not what I was trying to do. Um, But like I said, I understood that through playing Magic and how like it kinda placed out sorts you through a tutorial. So that's why I say I may be a little biased to this mid-range format because that is my natural playstyle, Elvis the Golden Lord. He's coming. The other thing though about today, guys, that I was expecting for there to be reveals. There to be reveals of the 25th Ready Anniversary Collection. It's currently 11:56 Central Standard Time, where I'm at right now, and there still aren't any videos of the 25th Ready Anniversary Collection being opened or promoted. When normally this is around the time that Konami tries to use the um, influencers to promote their product. So I'm wondering if there's like an embargo and like they can't drop the video until like a certain time, Central Standard, you know what I'm saying, or Pacific Standard Time. Excuse me. So I was hoping to talk about that when I got on here. I mean, we get the space gate charged up, we get that energy because I'm expecting this to fall. I'm expecting this to drop $10 by the beginning of next week. I'm expecting Elders to go with original prints to be $9.99 by the beginning of next week, by next Monday. And like I said, I was hoping to be able to talk about that when we came up on here. Right now, Elders to go and Lord is standing at market price 23.74, 55 listings, as low as it says $2, but that's not accurate. It's as low as 15.99, and those are damaged listings. But um um expecting it to happen. Like I said, you guys send me that energy, we get the space charged up. We'll probably be out here with that part too, talking about that 24 Reddit because that's news right there. We might actually watch it being opened up live on stream. Currently, right now, the book is low on battery, so it is what it is in terms of how much longer we're gonna be able to go with this market watch. I'm gonna end it before the battery dies, though. I don't want like the stream to keep running. Like it's done that before, which is crazy to me, but it tracks a man. She's strong right now. 289 listings, as low as 950. Market price 1306. Market price for the foil is 1413. The 1306 is the non-foil copy of it. But she's broken. She has flying vigilance, death touch, lifelink. When Phyrexia All Will Be One, the set dropped on MTG Arena. This was used against me, and I was like, when I seen it, because I looked at the whole set on Scryfall.com, like they have an excellent layout for looking at Magic cards and admiring their lore windows and their setting and their world building and all its glory. But when I looked at it, I'm like, man, this card would be atrocious to try to bring out. But then when I seen it played against me, and then I started grabbing the Tri-lands, the Spars headquarters cards like that, I realized like I mean, people were cheesing it out before. Um, I was always bringing it out hard though, but I realized like once you know you start putting cards like these in your deck, cards like that are a cinch to something. Like a 7 drop with 4 different colors, that's nothing. That's nothing. You're easily getting to that, and then it's like playing a mid range deck and then dropping her. It's so busted. I didn't even read the rest of her effect. I mean, if you don't play Magic, it'll be hard to understand. But a lot of times, she's like a draw 4 to 7 cards. Like you play her, she has those 4 abilities, and she's a draw 4 to 7 cards on play. And it's like the only way for your opponent to get around that is to be playing blue and have a counter spell. If they're not playing blue, dropping her, and there's nothing that they can do about it. Move her, but you would have got your draw 4, draw 7. And if they don't have like a removal spell and they have to remove her through battle, you're gaining 7 life and you're killing one of their creatures. So I mean, she's just absolutely busted. Like I said, if she wasn't Phyrexian, she she'd fit the white key text. But of course, guys, we can't be out here all day. Hopefully, I provided some value with this live stream market watch. Like Kakarot, send me your energy so we can get that space gate charged up for part two. And like I said, if they do that 25th ready anniversary collection, spoilers, and they drop it, we might be able to come back out here and talk about it. But you trying to make fun of me, baby? No. But with that, we're gonna be getting up out of here. Are we in there? Are we in there? Nimbus? Yeah, we in there.